Happy New Year, and thanks for joining us for CBN NewsWatch. I'm Mark Martin. ISIS has claimed responsibility for the deadly New Year's terrorist attack at a nightclub in Istanbul, Turkey. ISIS says its soldier opened fire from an automatic rifle and also detonated hand grenades in, quote, revenge for God's religion. Turkish authorities say it was the work of a lone gunman. George Thomas has more.
It took him just 7 minutes. From the moment he arrived by taxi at the popular nightclub on the east side of Istanbul, the gunman started spraying his bullets. When the brutal assault was over, 39 people, including 27 foreigners, were dead. 69 others were wounded, including American Jake Rock, who was shot in the leg.
I don't know. I saw one person. They're shooting. I'm hiding, man. So.
Rock, along with some 600 people, were inside the venue celebrating the new year. Then in walked the terrorist, who reportedly shouted Allahu Akbar as he began firing at will. The security camera captures bullets grazing the bar's railing, and a man in red trying desperately to escape, but is trapped as the killer approaches, firing a single shot from his AK-47.
People were falling down because of shooting. That was a terrible thing.
ISIS has claimed responsibility, saying the operation was carried out by a heroic soldier of the Caliphate who attacked the most famous nightclub where Christians were celebrating their pagan feast.
The nightclub, it's a target, it's a symbol of secular decadence that makes it very attractive to jihadi terrorists.
A massive manhunt is now underway as Turkish police are also investigating whether the killer was part of the same cell that carried out a deadly suicide attack at Istanbul's airport last June. This New Year's massacre was just the latest in a wave of violence to hit the nation. Turkey, which is fighting alongside the U.S. against ISIS, has witnessed 18 major terror attacks on its soil since 2015. The January 1st attack was number 19. George Thomas, CBN News.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un says his regime is close to test launching an intercontinental ballistic missile. Experts say the communist regime is years away from creating an ICBM with a nuclear warhead that can reach the U.S., but Kim referred to North Korea as a nuclear and military power that could fend off a formidable foe. The country has been under UN sanctions since 2006 over its nuclear and ballistic tests. Sanctions were tightened last month after they conducted a fifth illegal test. A new warning about persecution of Christians around the world in 2017. A ministry called Release International warns that violent attacks on Christians are expected to increase based on the trends from 2016. The ministry says Islamic persecution of Christians has been increasing from Islamic militants and from the governments in Islamic countries. The trends don't look good in India and China either. Recorded attacks from Hindu militants have increased dramatically in India, and China has been cracking down on unregistered churches. Release says the report is, quote, a wake-up call to take our prayers and practical support for our persecuted family to a new level. Many experts say religious persecution isn't just a problem, rather it's the problem in the world. One example is the Christians in Turkey who face ongoing persecution. White House correspondent Jennifer Wishon explains.
In Turkey, American pastor Andrew Brunson sits in prison, facing trumped-up charges of terrorism. He's a Christian who lives and preaches in Turkey, and experts say that's enough to put him at risk.
So today, I would argue that Turkey, particularly Turkey's Christians and Jews, are going through a very difficult period.
Dr. Aykan Ademir is a Muslim Turk who's dedicated his career to helping Christians, Jews, and other religious minorities gain full religious freedom in his country. It was his core mission as a member of Turkey's parliament, but he faced roadblocks. Now he advocates from Washington, D.C., working with the Foundation for the Defense of Democracies.
I think Christians have learned to live under constant threat of physical or symbolic violence. They're used to constant messages of hate. They're used to Turkey's culture of impunity, meaning they know that There will be very lenient sentencing to the assailants.
And things got worse last summer, he says, after a coup attempted to topple Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Turkish authorities were already suspicious of Protestants, especially missionaries. Since the coup, it's gotten worse.
When we talk about Turkey, we're talking about basically the biblical lands. This is the country that hosts a lot of the Jewish and Christian sites. So there's a very rich heritage, and it's so sad to see how Turkey's Islamists systematically not only marginalize them, but also portray them as being foreign.
In the coming months, Ademir fears other Protestant pastors and missionaries could be framed by security forces like Pastor Brunson. And following the coup, it's hard to find Turks willing to speak out for their Christian neighbors.
The majority of citizens are afraid to talk because since July 15th, 110,000 civil servants have been fired from their jobs, 37,000 people have been arrested, hundreds of news outlets, including newspapers, magazines, TV, and radio stations, have been closed.
It's an issue President-elect Trump will have to confront, as Ademir and others fear America's NATO ally increasingly resembles an authoritarian regime. Jennifer Wishon, CBN News, Washington.
Here in the U.S., the city of Chicago saw one of its most violent years in history. This video shows a tribute by the pastor of Chicago's Restoration Church, who put up crosses to honor the many victims of gun violence in the city. Chicago's extremely strict gun laws have done little to curb the violence. Data released by the Chicago Police Department shows 762 homicides in 2016. That's the most in 2 decades. The report also shows 1,100 more shootings in 2016 than the year before. And police seized 8,300 illegal guns in 2016, a 20% increase from the previous year. The new year got off to a snowy start in the northwest corner of the U.S. Parts of Washington state saw several inches of snow. Heavy snow and freezing fog made travel difficult, causing traffic accidents and canceling dozens of flights. The snow caught many people by surprise.
I was shocked. I went to bed last night and I had no idea and woke up and it was all white.
In Seattle, 2 fire trucks collided on their way to a fire alarm Sunday morning. 8 firefighters suffered minor injuries. The winter weather is expected to expand by midweek, with an Arctic blast of sub-zero temperatures hitting across the Midwest. A federal judge has blocked another controversial move by the Obama administration, halting rules that would have forced doctors to violate their religious beliefs. The rules created new transgender health care rights. Religious medical organizations said the rules could force doctors to help with gender changes, contrary to their beliefs or medical judgment. Gospel singer Kim Burrell is under fire for comments she made about gays and lesbians. She says she will not apologize for her sermon at a Houston church where she referred to gay and lesbian sex as perverted. The tape of her preaching at the Love and Liberty Fellowship Church began circulating online. She said, "The perverted homosexual spirit and the spirit of delusion and confusion, it has deceived many men and women." Burrell responded to the controversy on Facebook Live Friday, saying she has never discriminated against gays, while also saying, "I love you and God loves you, but God hates the sin." Coming up, start the new year on the right foot. We'll give you 10 tips for a better 2017 right after this. Welcome back. Many Americans make a New Year's resolution to live a healthier life. Studies show that the more specific you are about it, the more likely you are to reach your goal. So get out your pen and paper. Here's Lori Johnson with the top 10 healthy habits for the new year.
The number one healthy habit for the new year is exercise because of the short-term and long-term benefits. Right away, it can improve your mood, reduce stress, and even make your brain work better. And over time, it can prevent health problems ranging from obesity and diabetes to heart disease and even cancer. This is all because of what exercise does inside your body, according to Dr. Harry Lodge, author of the bestseller Younger Next Year.
It turns out that your cells really don't age. They either grow or they decay. If you do things in your life that trigger growth in the cells, then your body gets stronger, younger, fitter, healthier, better able to resist disease, and you live life as functionally a young man or woman until very, very late in the game.
But even with all these benefits, some 60% of Americans stay on the couch. If you'd like to be among the 40% of regular exercisers, psychologists say focus on the first 3 weeks knowing it'll get easier, because studies have shown that any activity repeated daily becomes a habit after 3 weeks. Number 2, eat a healthy breakfast with protein within 90 minutes after you wake up. It triggers metabolism and keeps you from getting too hungry and overeating later in the day. Number 3, eat 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. 1 serving equals a half cup of cooked vegetables or a full cup of raw or leafy vegetables or a small whole fruit. Number 4, avoid trans fats. They're found in mostly processed foods, so if the list of ingredients includes hydrogenated, stay away. Ironically, trans fats prolong a food's shelf life, but it has the opposite effect on our bodies, according to Dr. Michael Aziz, author of The Perfect 10 Diet.
Trans fats are really like plastic, and when we eat them, they incorporate in our cells, and the cells cannot communicate or talk to one another. In turn, hormones are disturbed. Weight gain follows, but more troubling, the risk for heart disease, cancer, stroke, infertility goes up.
Number 5, eat the good fats, namely omega-3s found in foods like fish, especially salmon, sardines, and fish oil supplements. Other choices include walnuts, almonds, and flaxseed. They've been shown to reduce the risk of heart disease, improve your immunity, and reduce inflammation. Number 6, and one of the toughest, avoid sugar. Its negative laundry list runs from obesity to diabetes to heart disease and cancer. The average American consumes 135 pounds of sugar a year, compared to only 5 pounds 120 years ago. This includes hidden sugars like corn syrup, sucrose, glucose, and lactose. Celebrity diet coach Joy Bauer, author of the 90-10 weight loss plan, says start by going cold turkey.
The first 7 days, I completely eliminate all sugars, both real sugars and artificial sweeteners, because when you remove the taste of sweet from your mind and your taste buds, eventually it gets much easier and you stop craving it. And so many people, when they start week 2 and they're allowed to start adding some of these sugars back into their plan, they don't even want them because they feel great without it.
Good health is more than just diet and exercise. For example, did you know that the best way to avoid getting sick is to keep your hands clean? When using hand sanitizer, make sure it's at least 60% alcohol. Get in all those nooks and crannies and rub your hands until they're dry. When using soap and water, lather up for a full 20 seconds. Number 8, practice good dental hygiene. Believe it or not, periodontal infection contributes to heart disease, diabetes, and even premature underweight births. Number 9, get regular screenings depending on your age and gender. Some of the most important ones are an annual physical, blood pressure and cholesterol checks, colonoscopy, mammogram, pap test, prostate, and skin cancer screenings. And last but not least, get enough sleep. According to Dr. James Moss, author of Sleep for Success, if you don't get your Z's, you're setting yourself up for a whole host of health problems.
You're going to be irritable, anxious, depressed. You're going to gain weight. You have a greater risk for hypertension, that's heart attacks and strokes, type 2 diabetes, obesity, skin problems, and cancer. And your cognitive performance slows down. You can't think, you can't remember, you're not creative, you can't think critically. It affects how long you're going to live. And if you're an athlete, it just ruins your motor coordination and your reaction time.
So at a time when many of us vow to start afresh, take note of these healthy habits to make 2011 your healthiest year yet. Lori Johnson, CBN News.
Up next, Find Your Way, a new way to approach weight loss that can help you keep those extra pounds off for a lifetime. Thanks for staying with us. This time of the year, many Americans start thinking about losing weight. One woman who struggled with losing and gaining the same 40 or so pounds over and over again says she found the approach that helped her shed those pounds once and for all. Lori Johnson talked with Find Your Way author Shelley Bowden to learn what she did.
Like millions of Americans, Shelley Bowden struggled with her weight. After yo-yo dieting for years, she finally lost the weight for good. And she talks about how she did it in her new book, Find Your Way. And she joins us to talk about it now via Skype. Well, Shelley, Find Your Way talks about how you got to the root of your overeating problem. What was that root?
Really, I think the root of it was not understanding what made me tick with food. I knew all the rules, I had done all the diets, but I didn't really understand why I did what I did or why I acted the way I did in certain situations with food. And so I always basically self-sabotaged my way, even after multiple successful diets.
Well, it sounds like emotions play a huge part in getting to the root of your weight loss situation, and I'm guessing a lot of other people's too. How do emotions play into eating or overeating?
Actually, I'd heard people say many times, you know, it's an emotional thing. You eat because it's emotional, and I always thought, no, I eat because food tastes good. And really, it wasn't until I got to dig a little deeper into myself that I realized that I had set up patterns even from childhood. And those patterns had continued on. And so times when I felt bored or times when I felt like I needed some excitement in my life, then I would turn to food. And so it really was an emotional outlet for me.
What did you replace eating with when you were feeling those emotions?
Well, basically, I had to come up with certain habits and decide what I was going to do and what I was not going to do. So I would replace basically certain times eating with working out or reading a book or doing things on the computer, but also figuring out the right times to eat for me each day instead of just grazing throughout the day and throughout my life without any mindful attention to it.
How much weight in total did you lose?
I would say I lost about 35 pounds in this last and hopefully final attempt in my life. But I think I counted over my lifetime, I've lost well over 150 pounds with multiple diets from 25 to 40 pounds over and over and over again.
Well, you have a very strong Christian faith. Tell us how your spiritual life played a part in your weight loss.
You know, it was actually a big part of it because I, as a Christian, constantly struggled with the idea of lack of self-control. And I knew it was a fruit of the Spirit, and I knew that Jesus had given me power to overcome that in my life, but I just didn't seem to be able to grasp hold of it. And when I finally came up with ways and thoughtful ways to establish long-term, lifelong habits in my life, I began to see where self-control, I was gaining self-control and thus this fruit in my life. And you know, I've found that those that struggle with weight like I do, when you lack self-control in this area, it seems to filter into every other area of your life. Whether it be, I don't feel worthy to do this because I've gained too much weight, or I'm a failure. And we know that's not true because in Christ we are complete. So that's really how it affected me as a Christian.
Well, this is a fantastic book, and you really get into detail. It's called Find Your Way. But real quickly, last question. If you had to boil down weight loss into really just one or two good tips, what would they be?
I think the number one tip that I've found is to be mindful of the food you eat. At the end of the day, can you ask yourself, if you ask yourself, what did I eat today? Could you actually come up with a list of exactly what you ate in that day? I find that so many of us are so busy, and we're traveling, and we're going to baseball practices, or we're going to work, or we're going to different places, and we don't even think about the food that we eat. So I think mindfulness and then setting up habits, specific habits to know when you're going to eat and what you're going to eat before you put the first bite of food in your mouth. I think that's the two number one things that I could say.
Those are very good tips. Great advice. Once again, the book is called Find Your Way by Shelley Bowden. Thanks so much for joining us, and Merry Christmas, Shelley.
Thank you so much for having me.
Operation Blessing helped people in Bethlehem who are struggling to make ends meet with their Christmas celebrations. Joseph, a skilled craftsman and a carpenter, was barely able to provide for his family, but thanks to Operation Blessing, he was given a truckload full of olive wood free of charge. And more than 140 orphans also enjoyed an Operation Blessing sponsored Christmas event that included gifts for them all. You can find out more about Operation Blessing by going online to ob.org. Well, that's it for now on CBN NewsWatch. You can find more of our exclusive coverage of the issues you care about most at cbnnews.com. And tell us what you think about the stories you've seen here. And you can do that on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Hope you'll join us next time. Have a great day.